Has anyone here ever one time made a mistake at their job? Anybody? Awesome. Tell us about it, man. So everybody makes mistakes, right? And the difference between someone who is a professional and who is not is how they answer when you ask them if they've made a mistake. If they are making a bunch of excuses, it's a pretty good indication that they're not on the level, you know? But we've made mistakes plenty of times, you know? We just have to come to whoever it is and be like, look, we've got egg on our face here. We screwed this up and we're sorry, you know? I remember we did this garage out in Moscow, Ohio, and it was a concrete foundation. The company that we hired to pour the foundation put the door on the wrong side.
That was more like an omelet, not an egg.
It's like, what do you do, right? So, so we went out and said, okay, Mrs. Audrey, I'm really sorry. They put the door on the wrong side, so so the nice thing is you get 2 doors now. So we're gonna add a door and we're gonna cut in another door for you, and you now have 2 doors. So she was happy with that solution, but you wanna talk about looking like a dummy. You know, you've got a garage with a door on the wrong side. So it happens to everybody.
Here's a great thing. Again, one of the things we always try to lead people towards is we want you to enjoy your project, not simply survive it. And part of that is what we've experienced over the years, is that a lot of times people will phase out projects. You know, they'll do a kitchen one year, say for a few years, and then do an adjacent room, do a dining room, or do hardwood and paint and things like that in an adjacent room. And one of the things that makes really good sense is from the inception of you thinking about this project, keep really good records. Get the big manila envelope, get the Nike shoebox, whatever that is, and keep all your records of the project in there. Specifically, paint colors, grout colors, things of that nature, manuals for appliances and things like that. We've seen over and over again where that just makes people's lives so much easier down the road when they need to match a paint color, somebody scuffs a wall and they need to just touch something up, or you know, somebody drops something and some grout needs to be repaired. A big item we've seen a lot here lately, just to think about, is, you know, as technology bleeds more and more into our lives, a lot of appliances are, you know, very smart appliances, very computer driven. And we've recently purchased, our clients purchased some very, very expensive appliances, very well-known, high-end, brand-name appliances, and right out of the box, they didn't work. The computer boards were fried. So, you know, keeping all those records and making sure that you have those service numbers and all that can a lot of times be the difference between hassling later on and also perhaps paying a service technician or not.
You always want to keep in touch with your contractor throughout the project. One of the things we've invested in at Biehl Brothers Contracting is what we call a project management software. And basically what it is it encapsulates every single message that from day one, every single message is in there from you, from us, from our sales force, and from the production crew. So if anyone here has ever tried to chase through an email chain, it is an absolute nightmare. So it's all very clean and very organized. It's all right there. Your invoices are all right there. Your contractor quote, all right there. Every day, the guys on the crew, they take pictures of what they've done and they put in a job log. And what that is say, okay, today this is what we got done. Tomorrow this is what we're shooting for. And if there's an issue like this is what we ran into and we didn't get quite as much done as we thought, and this is why. Or we opened up the walls and we found Jimmy Hoffa and we had to find another place to put the body. But no worries, we took care of it. It's cool. So ask if the company that you're working for has a project management software. If not, we are a big fan of what we call the per our conversation email. If you talk to anyone in person about anything, especially if it has to do with money, and especially if it has to do with them doing something for less money, make sure you send a quick email after you talk to them that says, hey, per our conversation, you are going to put X, Y, or Z in, or do X, Y, or Z task, or X amount. Please agree to this. And that's all you need to do. So just make sure you do that, because that's extremely important. I, as one of the owners, every week I come out to every project we have and I check on it. Make sure that you are not afraid to ask the salesman or whoever sold you the job to come out periodically and check on the job. We've learned that in some other companies, and I don't mean to just keep promoting our company, but some other companies, they'll do the job and then whoever sold the job never shows up again. They never see him again. So just keep that in mind and make sure that you require it again. You are the one who is paying the piper. You are calling the tune.